Let's see. Hello. Welcome back to another live stream. You might be wondering, whoa, you're live streaming on Wednesday again? Why is that? Now, that's a question that I be thinking about sometimes and why I'm streaming on Wednesdays now. That's not going to be an ongoing theme, I hope not. I just so happen to always end up getting busy on Wednesdays, so I have to do streams on Tuesdays. Not that big of a deal. I think it's nice for some people to have the opportunity to, catch me on a Wednesday. Nice homework. Ugh. I know some people don't get to catch me on certain time frames, but I try to be as accessible as possible. I ended up getting this giant pimple, bro. Like, how? I think when I was sick, since my immune system was really, bad, I broke out. And, what can I do? I'm still kind of sick now, but it's not as bad as it was prior. But I just have the snuffles, are sniffing a lot. I also showered today, so my hair, this is how my hair naturally looks. I literally have no product in it. This is just kind of what it looks like after I shampoo, I should say. Shampooed today, I actually triple cleansed. I didn't really feel like the first 2 washes were good, but I'm chilling now. Oh yeah, Tuesday stream, that's what I'm talking about. You guys really want a K stream, huh? I could probably set that up again. I do definitely want to have guests more around when we do stream, if I can at some point. I just don't know when that's gonna happen. Things get right now it's like, for Parsons, I believe it's coming close to there's like a lot of projects and stuff that she has to do. I mean, her life is really busy just because of Parsons. So she doesn't really have that much time to be messing around, That's just kind of how it is. Dude, I need more, what do you call it? The amount of glasses I own is insane. Ugh. It's whatever. Giant pimple, it happens to everybody. Low-key pretty self-conscious about it, but, you just gotta power through it. I really just need a update on the Tinder video. So I don't stream early. Well, I'm only streaming early because I'm not gonna, I don't know. It depends on the schedule, but I usually stream around 3 to 4 Eastern Standard Time. It's 2:32. I figured I might as well pop in stream, chat for a little bit, because tomorrow I'm probably not gonna stream. I have to at least do two a week, I like Pavel Polchevich. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Pavel belts are pretty cool. I like them a lot. Opinion on the Easter Bunny? What's up, I Can't Dress? Opinion on yourself? What do you mean about myself? Do I have a go-to fragrance? It would be Q by Orto Parisi. That's like one of my favorite fragrances I wear all the time. I have some jam under my lip. No, it's just a giant pimple that's crazy irritated. It's like one of those it's one of those pimples that are like underground. Dude, and it sucks though, because like funny enough, I got invited to another event, guys, that I'm gonna go to alone. I got another event to go to alone. So I have to go. And this popped up, and that's super cool. It's on Thursday. I'm hoping this thing goes away by maybe tomorrow. Probably not. I'm gonna get a pimple patch and see if that will help. It's kind of flat. I really doubt it's gonna be gone by Thursday. If I like pimple patch it like for 2 days, maybe, but kind of sucks. You might be wondering what I got invited to. I got invited to a what do you call it? You know, Scentbird thing. That's where I'm going to be headed off to on Thursday. The people that are insecure about acne are the ones that rarely get acne. Dude, I used to have acne all the time. Like, I had acne in high school, in college for like 2-3 years. I had cystic acne. It's only calmed down as I grew up and also started actually taking care of my skin and my diet. So, you know, that's just kind of like... It's been an ongoing thing. Stay hydrated. You tried acne side for pimples? What even is that? Acne side? I've only done pimple patches, and it's from this very specific brand that does them that I actually really like. But I've never heard of what you're talking about, if I'm being honest. We're doing another chill stream today. Nothing too crazy. Simple. I know it's a very random stream, so we might not get the same characters as we typically do. Is there any recurring people that have been in my other prior streams, or is this all a new crowd? I'm just curious if you're new here to the streaming. Let's stream. New? Oh, sick. Couple streams. Just joshing you? Don't recognize you from my prior streams. Only been 1 or 2. Yeah, I typically try and remember the names that are in often. Like we have Sodium Enjoyer or for a few years. Oh, you have like a little check mark next to your name. I don't know what that means. What does a check mark mean? I've never, like, I don't... What does that even mean? Been watching your channel for a few years, and your videos helped me a lot with the transition for all my style. Any opinions and thoughts about fashion in Brazil? I've never been, so I wouldn't know what the culture of the fashion is out there. So I really couldn't give you much of an opinion there to begin with. You bought it for $5 on Twitter. I got my Toscava samples. Inexcusably evil smells nothing like blood. It smells like welding and abandoned building. To me, it smells like, I don't know what that very specific smell that I smell like, but it doesn't smell like licorice. I don't know what the smell is. It smells very specific. I can't really pinpoint on that smell. I don't really like it too much. Just a BS verified on the site. I already had an active channel in the past. Oh, that's interesting. Dude, I've never seen that before. Like checkmark. That's pretty cool. I only know like people that are like subbed to the channel. That's pretty cool. Leo? Oh yeah, I recognize Leo. I know Leo, you're reoccurring. I do recognize the name. You hop in every so once in a while, like all the time actually, I feel like. If than 100K, you can send an email to get a check mark? Interesting. To be honest, if possible, would you do it with a female version of yourself, all positions? Have sex with myself? That's definitely a boys question. If I was a woman, hypothetically, you know, that's a question I've asked myself, like what I would look like as a woman. I don't know if I'd be attractive or not, or if I'd be really ugly. I feel like I got a lot of genes from my dad, and my mom, obviously. I feel like I got more genes from my dad. I feel like I look like a younger version of my father, considering, but I don't know. Would I be an attractive woman? Female, even? Would I, like, if I was an attractive female, dude, I'd be, like, ruling, like, TikTok and Instagram Reels, probably. I'd have a crazy following. I also wonder if I'd be, like, the same way that I am now. That'd be pretty sick. I'd be a heartthrob. Probably, maybe. Dude. Bro. I'm not even gonna read that comment. What fragrances were your signature at one point, and who was the nose behind them? My signature was a fragrance called Hashish by Photogenics. I really liked that smell because it was very dark. I wore that a lot. That was like my signature fragrance for a minute. Then it moved over to Toscavat's fragrance, which is Empty Wishes Well. Smells like pennies in a well. It's very metallic smelling. It's very like musky and also smells like kind of wet earth. It's pretty nice. I wore that quite often too until it switched over to now Quum by Orto Parisi, which is in a leather bottle. And I really do like that fragrance a lot. It's been on my eye for a bit, besides Teroni, for like since last year, because my Kay wears it. Kay wears Teroni from Orto Parisi. I think she got it like 2 years ago, or a year ago. I don't remember how long ago it was. Probably 2 years. And I remember really liking that company, but I just never got the chance or opportunity to go and like really facilitate a search. So I so happened to ponder into a store that has Orto Parisi and take a gander. I don't really have that many friends that like fragrances to begin with, and now I kind of do. Me and my friend Farhan, and even my roommate George, we sometimes happen to go and check out fragrances every so once in a while. So it's kind of nice to be able to kind of meander into the stores and smell fragrances. Did I dye my hair? No. I think edging is goated. Gooting is overrated. I'm not into fragrances, but I want to smell like concrete and metal and gray things. I don't know how to explain it. I mean, dude, whatever you feel like signify, I don't know, whatever you want to smell like, you probably can find it. It's just about like getting that sample that smells similar to that, you know? My hair has been growing out pretty long now. It's like already touching my shoulders. It's like at some point it'll be here to my collarbone. Show a little collarbone off a little bit. That'll be nice. My hair's been growing out pretty fast. I think I want to get a haircut soon. At some point, probably. It's just really annoying to go get haircuts. Get the cut the top a bit, just a tad. Yeah, that would be awesome. How not to see fashion only as an aesthetic? Like I see people saying I'm really inspired by the 70s and 80s, but nothing really specific like a movement / person. So this has been a conversation. Look, I got a lot of conversations that have happened, that have occurred in the past minute, and I've been considering, pondering, scheming on what video I should kind of like touch on. There's a few different videos that I do really want to talk about, that I'd like to talk about. I just haven't had the opportunity to like figure out what I want to write out. Today I'm going to go sit at a park and like write out a script for one of these that I think I'm just going full force with. But I don't know. I think the whole aesthetic thing is derived from people. I think it's there's a lot to talk about, like why aesthetics and these like weird. They're not even genres or subgenres. It's usually like it's like based off rudimentary ideas. And I think that's one of the biggest issues that I have with like cores and aesthetics, because it's all based on specifically looking like something, appearing like something, and it's not based in a belief, a reasoning, or an idea. It's mostly based off looking like something. So it's mostly, and I mean, you know, it goes down the pipeline of this, but it's like, it's mostly based off, I think, a capitalistic programming where it comes from the idea of, if we can sell to a younger generation that is getting, of consumers, let's just say this, an audience that's consuming fashion, that don't know any better, that are new to it, and this is usually a lot of people's answers, is like, well, we're new into fashion, like how else are we supposed to find our style? Like, again, our generation's brain dead. It comes down to the nature of selling a product to new people that are in the venture, which is, can we sell looks, and can we sell the idea of looking good? Insert cores and aesthetics. I don't know where they originate from, and I really don't want to know, but they probably have been curated by probably big businesses and or people maybe in fashion that are getting into fashion that just had nothing else to like specify things. I mean, Gorpcore is the only thing that is like kind of like not that bad of a like identification, because it kind of fits into an idea or a belief, like, you know, going outside and dressing. Like, there's more to it than just what it is. But business core, siren core, punk aesthetic, like punk is already a thing. It's already a genre, but adding aesthetic to it is to physically look like something that also, I think it just is a shame to the culture altogether. To physically look like a punk is cringe. Like, you just want to look like that. You don't want to like look into the beliefs, the ideas. It's like, it goes against everything punk is to begin with, right? So I think I think the main antithesis of like cores and aesthetics, I was reading chat, is it's mostly based off, again, buying into a format. And I think, if not believe, that a lot of people like that idea because they don't have to think. If you gave this, like, if you shilled this out to me when I was younger, like really young, and I was looking at, like, oh, JQ, do you want to become, like, do you want to look like this? And I'd be like, yeah, that looks sick. Like, I don't have to think about it. Like, why do I want to dress like this? I think this is appealing to my eye and I want to dress like this. Well, then here you go. Here's a format and here's what the things you need to buy and purchase. And you just go from there, right? So it's the idea that's it's all baseless. There is no conception of a belief. There's nothing about ideas. It's just physically looking like something, right? I mean, for me, like, I've explained this to myself that, like, it's, besides it being very surface level, there is more to why I dress the way I dress than people would believe. I mean, I do like black as a color, I do enjoy wearing it, but the main reason is, besides my personality of being, I don't like having to think too much, not all the time, but I do still think a lot when it comes to wearing black. But to me, I feel like color is very simple for me to pull outfits on, because the thing is, you have a color wheel, you have examples. The color wheel helps a lot. No-list colors, complementary colors. If you just follow that wheel, you have an outfit that won't look horrible. It's not that hard to dress in color, to me personally. Now, the thing is, people say, wearing color is very difficult. No, it's not. It's wearing color that people have a very strong confusion with. It's the clothing that you're wearing. It's not the color, it's the clothing. And it's the fitment of the clothing. It's not the color. If you have fitment well, like, suited to not only your body but to your measurements, and you know how things work, color is very simple. It's another tool to use in fashion, and it is a tool in a lot of fashion, yada yada. But the main thing about, like, cores and aesthetics, again, is just business core. You just put business on. You put a tie on, bro. Like, if I put a jean jacket, a leather jacket, and I wore, like, a button down or something, and I just put a tie on it, people would consider that business core, which is kind of dumb. Again, baseless idea, very simple. I don't know. It's just selling an idea just to make money. Dude, why is my hair doing that? That's so weird. Is it on this side? No, it's on this side. No, it's not. It's on the other side. Whatever. Whatever. I give up. I'll let it do what it wants to do. Color's only hard because you gotta own so much more than with all black. So that also makes people focus more on quantity than quality. Look, you can make black look bad. I know it's hard to do. It's not that hard to do. It's very simple. Color does bring a lot of attention to highlighting the body, and not only that, but your outfit in its integrity, just in general. But wearing black is, it can be monotonous. It can be very boring, and it can be very what is the word? It meshes. There is no separation, and I think a lot of the times people end up forgetting that you can create separation and having more dynamic to your outfit when you're wearing all black. Wearing black is easy, but also can be done very badly. Same thing with color, but still want to know how you keep your hair that well managed in the morning. I took a shower, dude. I showered and I dried my hair. That's what I did. I appreciate that you mess with me heavy, MNS and Angel. Thank you. Proportions, shapes are silhouettes. Sure, if you want to call it shapes and rather silhouettes. Textures, yes, are very important. Layering, you forgot layering, and you also forgot accessories. Those are like, what is that, like, proportions, if you want to call it shapes, sure, shapes instead of silhouettes. Textures and accessories are giant fundamentals, and layering is the last aspect that is very important too. Colors is another element in the fashion wheel, but if you're not using color, you got these 5 different examples of what can make a good outfit. Typically, people will stop at proportions and barely touch on silhouettes, I would say. I literally don't know how I did that. Is it because I peace signed? Is that why? Why? Buddy. Oh, you're thinking art vocabulary? I mean, it's the same thing. Like, I understand what shapes are. It's like shaping. Shaping is still silhouetting. It's the shape of clothing. Same thing. Same idea. Scale would also be like, I think scale of clothing, which is sizing, like how big, how small something looks. Scale. I think that's also another thing that people don't think about. Because people are like, oh, my outfit looks so proportional, or proportion. Like, proportional and proportions are 2 different things. Proportional is reference to like the scaling of things. Like, if you look proportional, like your anatomy, like, do I look proportional? Like, does my head look proportional to my body? It's like the sizing of things. Look, I literally, if you spam, I'm not gonna answer your question. I'm literally not gonna answer your question. That's like also not how you do that. Also, like, the thing is, like, you need to find your own advice. Like, it's not that hard to look it up. Doing your own research is free. It's like not that hard to do it. What's up, Leo? Dry scalp and hair, like, I have a YouTube video on it already. Like, I've talked about that, and if you have the same hair texture as me, then like it's super easy to like look into it. It's not that hard. Well, because if I give you any, like, the thing is, like, I'd be consulting you, right? I'm consulting you on stream to help you with your like very specific thing. Like, there's different price points. There's a lot of like indicators. I don't know what your budget is. It's like so much information. Like, I'd have to find. I think that's like one of the main issues of me like being able to answer these questions is like there's all this information that I need to do, and it's like I have to jump through hoops for a random stranger. I mean, like, I got very what is it? Fixated on hair care and skincare. I mean, obviously I broke out right now, it happens, but the thing is, like, I think my main issue is that, like, obviously I can't give general advice to people where I don't know their budgets. I mean, I would probably help like my friend out, but when you ask like that, I'm not gonna answer your question. Especially if you spam. Like, I'm not gonna answer your question if you spam. I have helped people that were nice in chat, but like, definitely not gonna answer you now. I think like looking like I think looking all this information up is annoying, right? And I think that's to answer you, Supreme Dog Bowl. I mean, yeah, the internet's free. Information and research is like super free, but I think it's very hard to do that when you would just prefer to like ask somebody that you think is knowledgeable on it and just have them give you the information like you're entitled to that information. Um like nah. It's the same thing with fashion. Like, you do a few fashion videos, you know, you want to put out some public information that you feel is good enough, and then people feel entitled to like the information you have in your head about very specific problems. I can't do that for you. Like, you know, it's fine. I asked you the question 2 times and you ignore it, so that's why I spammed. I don't have no time nor interest in spamming your live. But you did, though. You spammed the live. You had enough interest and intent to do that. I don't ignore chat. Like, I try and look at everyone's questions, but sometimes I don't read them and then chat goes by. There is 122 people in here and people are messaging, and I'm also having a conversation about something else. So I'm not looking at every comment, you know? So I gloss over. I mean, you might have to message it once or twice, not in the same row, but like as the chat like, you know, moves. That's just kind of how it is. I was talking about like fashion aesthetics. I wasn't even on the hair stuff yet. It takes time. I gotta start catering to everybody. Look, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not trying to be mean or anything. It's just like, when I'm chatting, like, I look at the camera, or try to, because it's like, I can't look at chat while the camera's like pointing at me and I try and talk to it. Like, I'm talking to you, but, you know, sometimes when I'm like done with my whatever I'm talking about, I'll look at chat and just like take a gander of what people are trying to ask me. And I try and answer them as much as I can. I'm not trying to be mean by like any point at all. Like I actually try and help people with questions sometimes. Like I'm fully happy to do that. But, you know, it happens. Sometimes I miss questions. I'm sorry. Just chat type W or L. Have you heard of No Poo? I haven't used shampoo for almost 2 months. I would say I'd go against that. Shampooing, bro. Shampooing's good for your scalp and for your overall health. So your scalp has a pH balance, and I think a lot of people don't know or recognize that, just like women have pH balances. And the one main big thing is with not shampooing, depending on your climate, the area you live in. I live in New York. The air is disgusting. Most air is really nasty unless you live in a very green area. The air quality is not bad. But just for general precaution, I recommend shampooing your hair at least what, like once every 2 weeks if you can go by that. Because if you use product in your, if you're going all natural, you use no product in your hair, nothing. Absolutely nothing. You just shampoo, conditioner, that's it. Or you just condition, whatever. Use no product, nothing. You let your hair do its thing naturally, then I can see that working. But if you use oils, any hair products, anything, that builds up on your scalp, your hair, it's disgusting, it needs to be shampooed. Water will not cleanse your scalp or your hair. Conditioner will not cleanse or scalp your hair. Will not cleanse or clean your hair at all. So it can help if product is water soluble. Most product isn't, but it will cause buildup and will cause damage to your overall hair and health growth. Like I recommend shampooing your hair. Like the whole demonizing of shampooing your hair is just like, it's built on like stupidity. I think the thing is, it's back in the day, like, cause I've heard this argument before. It's like, oh, well, you know, when it was like back in the world, we never needed to shampoo our hair. Yeah, it's because there was no air pollution. The air quality was a lot better. There's a lot of things that are in our hair that are in the air that are really disgusting. Things that you touch with your hair, your hands that you touch on the ground, the floors, like it's disgusting. It needs to be cleansed. If you never touch your hair, which I really doubt, like we touch our skin, we touch objects, we touch our own hair, it's disgusting. It needs to be cleansed. Conditioner helps kind of clean, but a conditioner's main purpose is to help nourish the dead ends or the dry areas of your hair. But I will not say that it will cleanse your hair strands. No, I would say most product tends to be water soluble, and obviously putting conditioner and letting it sit will help loosen product. but it will not completely cleanse like the area. Sure, it will help get rid of most of the product, but I don't think it will fully, completely take out product. And it also depends on the product you use. If it's water soluble, and that means it will come out with water like at with pretty much ease, or you have to like also like you got to use your fingers to like get a lot of that junk out. But like I'm telling you, most of the time, most people will miss a lot of areas if you have a lot of hair. So yeah, you do got to take into account your scalp for sure. I think no, I think like Supreme Dog Bowl, Supreme Dog Bowl. You're not wrong, but I also do think that like there is a huge fear mongering in the community of ingredients lists, and not only that, but by the idea that people are very like men specifically are very afraid of losing their hair. So they look at people like me who still has full head of hair at my age, and they just trust and believe everything I have to say. See, this is the one thing that I'm afraid of specifically is there are precautions, there are things you can do to stop the decline of hair, or specifically hair loss. There are a lot of things you can do, and that's by taking care of your hair. But that doesn't stop there. It comes down to genetics, like full and foremost. Like you might get really unlucky and have really bad genetics, and that occurs, and it happens. And like I really don't want to try and sell the idea that like if you follow what I say, it's going to solve all your problems. There's going to be a lot of things that happen that even shampooing less or conditioning your hair more or trying to take care of your scalp will not stop. So gray hair is normal. Gray hair is, I mean, at a young age, is probably from stress. Stress is horrible for your overall health. I will tell you this, if you're really chill, I'm a chill guy, I don't really stress out too much, you will be fine. Stress causes so much issue to the body, it's insane. Scientifically been researched and studied. You will lose hair. Hair loss is immense. When you go to college, a lot of people lose their hair. That's where a lot of people start balding and receding, and that's because of stress. I mean, not only that, but because of probably higher testosterone levels, and also because you're growing older. It occurs, it happens. But if you can stress less, that's probably the best thing you could do for your body. I mean, overall. Any advice for hair sticks with receding hairlines? What do you mean? I'm bald at 15. That's just probably genetics. Or stress, or you might have alopecia. Have you ever had the problem that your hair ends turn red? If so, what's the solution? Huh? I don't know. um, Bleaching your hair just damages your hair a lot. I mean, sounds like a doctor's visit. Have you ever had blood coming from your scalp? No. Oh, sun bleach. That is true. When I was if when I was a lifeguard, uh my hair would get like very lightened by the chlorine water and also just by the sun because I was working in the sun a lot. Horrible for your skin, horrible for your hair. Oh my gosh. I was applying sunscreen to my body, but not to my my face at all. I would have like I'd have like a hat on, but like, dude, your hair will get lined. That's why a lot of swimmers have lined hair. Just it's from the chlorine from the sunlight. Chlorine's horrible for your scalp, your hair. If it's constantly being abused like that, I mean, it's unfortunate. That's why I always recommend people getting shower filters for everything. Check your check your water, how hard or how soft it is. But I recommend getting a shower filter. That's like probably the first thing I'd recommend. When I first got to New York and I didn't have a shower filter, my hair was disgusting. My skin was breaking out, and then after like I got a shower filter, it took some time, but my skin went back to normal. My hair started just becoming way better. That's one of the tips I can put y'all on. Get a shower filter. Me personally, if I see major signs of balding, I will say this: you can bald. Balding can occur, but sometimes your hair will grow back. So I don't think you need to necessarily accept defeat. It can be just it happens and your hair can grow back. It's fine. Don't stress out about it. That's like one of the main things that I would mention. Can you get a shower filter without changing anything? Yeah, it's like it's an attachment to your shower head. But you have to change it every like I think three to 4 months. And you're good to go. Conditioners that are good for thin hair, probably Redken. I'd probably get like something that's very light for your hair. It's pretty easy. I have luscious locks at 27. Hard water is just like the sediment in it and whatever's in it, right? I'm about to be 26, actually. My birthday is coming up. It's in April. My birthday is in April. I'll be 26. April 23rd is my birthday. I probably will have a better birthday. I used to hate my birthdays a lot. 26, damn. Hey, man. I look pretty young for my age. I'm not that old yet. I'm not that old yet. 26 is not that old. When I hit 28, it's over. 26 is kind of old, but dude, 28, bro. 28's over. It's over for you. When you're 28, it's over. I'll tell you guys this. If your skin still looks good by 25, your hair still looks fine at 25, you're fine. Or even 22. 22, 23, you're chilling. 25, you're fine. Your hair will be there. You'll be okay. Dude, when you're 28, it's over. 28's like it's the it's the 18 of teenage years. No, 20, yeah. No. 28 is like the 19 is like turning 19. And then when you hit 30, it's like you're hitting 20, if that makes sense. How do you know if you have good skin at 22? If you don't have like your skin's not like horrible, I don't know. Maybe don't ask me that question. I mean, I'm still not that old yet. I look 23. Dude, I mean, like, I'm, what, like, that's only 3 years off of how old I actually will be pretty soon. I'm basically 26, but, like, 23? 23 is not even that young either. Do you have any goals you want to accomplish before you're 28? So one of my goals when I was 18 was if I wasn't moved out of my house at 20 before 25 or hitting 25, I was going to I was going to cut it off. I moved out at 23. So I accomplished that goal. My next goal, I'm not entirely sure what it is exactly. I'd hope to live a prosperous, normal life, I think. I want to be happy by 28, somewhat. I'm content with my life. I'm content, but I'm not necessarily happy. I'm content means I'm like, riding a normal, like just a normal line. Cut off the hair? No, cut off my life. I was really sad when I was 18 to my 20 till I was like 22. Because COVID also did a number. Because I was like slowly declining. Um, Not great. When I Yeah, I didn't have a great upbringing too much. Depression kicks, but and it knocks on the door, and then you open the door and you realize what it is, and it's too late. I'm 19, but people think I'm closing in on 30. Um, Sometimes you look. I will say this: kids nowadays are aging insanely. Like it's kind of crazy. JK, you played Cry of Fear, realest game out there. Never played it. The jawline method? Okay, do you want to know the jawline method? Do you guys want to know how I got my jawline? I will explain this to you. Step 1, genetics. Cool, okay. Step 2, grind your teeth at night, unconsciously, for years. Even when you're younger. For years. Grind your teeth at night. You're clenching your jaw all the time at night. That's what I did. I ended up getting a mouth guard like 6, 7 months, well, almost a year ago. So now I just like have that. So I still grind my teeth to this day. I've been grinding my teeth since I was young. And that's probably a part of why I have like these muscles are like have been grinding, and that's probably why this area is thicker. But this is like this it pointing is genetics. That's just genetics. But I definitely grinding my teeth definitely strengthened the muscles over here that made it look more pronounced, I guess. Now, if I had a different face shape, like if I was less triangular and more squarish, I'd probably I don't know what I'd look like, to be honest. Dark circles are normal. Dark circles are pretty normal. Ugh. My upbringing? What do you mean, what happened? How do you feel about Vivian Westwood quality? I've noticed it gone down. Dude, no, Vivian Westwood has been using, like, so there's a difference in jewelry. Vivian Westwood's jewelry, I would say I would identify it as costume jewelry, meaning it's made with brass. It's not necessarily made for continual use. It's only made to look and or appear like something else. It's a costume, and that's why it's made out of brass. It's not something you continuously wear all the time because you will make your neck rain. Um, I think it's stupid when brands use brass. Might as well just use stainless steel. Like, it's not that hard, but it's also another cheaper way to do things. Super cheap. Sucks. How to layer in humid, hot, sizzling country? You don't? Well, you do light layers. You could do probably 2 layers and get away with it, and it's like having like a t-shirt on at most. Meaning you use different materials, aka linens and very light cottons, and you can probably get away with 2 layers. It just really depends. Meshes work too as well, but it depends on how it looks. Something like I do want to talk about when summer comes around, because I was gonna do a video on layering, but I unfortunately never got to doing that because I had other videos planned out and what I wanted to do, and I never did it. I have the script right out. I have everything written out. I just unfortunately just like never got to it. I will get to it next winter, but this summer I probably will do a summer video talking about how to dress for that. I haven't made a video expressing like how to do something. I'm not entirely sure what I want to label that as. I'm not entirely sure where I want to put the title as. I don't know what I want to do yet. We will figure that out at that point in time, but when summer comes around, I will start making those videos and give a lot of examples of myself, I guess, wearing stuff. The summers out here are disgusting, I will say. They're nasty as hell, but I will go out for this video. I mean, even though I don't want to. Any advice on quitting smoking? I don't know, just stop. It's pretty simple. Wow, dude. It's like this hair. I don't know if you. Oh no, it's on this side. This hair does not want to be on this side. It wants to go this way. But then when I put it that way, it also doesn't want to be there. Very weird. Whatever. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like why? Do you want to go this way? Like, what do you want? I think it wants that. Or maybe it doesn't. Like, I don't know. My hair is stupid. How do I cover my body while it's hot outside? Oh. Refer to the, to my response like a few minutes ago. I answered somebody, asking a different question, but, refer to that answer. Pretty simple. Literally, that's so cool. I literally don't know what this hair wants. Whatever. Sometimes putting water in your hair works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. Do I regret any of my tattoos? No. Hopefully not. I'd hope so. Oh boy. Welcome to anyone that's new that joined. I try and stream as much as I can, when I can, and if you're catching the stream now, say hi. I mean, if you're new, but if you're not, then, you know, whatever. You know how it works if you've been in here. Thank you for joining, Hardrick. Wow, I do not... Video comments? Hello? How do I get up in the morning? I keep missing school and end up staying in before the whole day is over for me. Probably sleep earlier. I know it's like hard to do, but it's probably what I'd recommend. Oh, what's up, mature adult? I forgot. Yeah, you've been in here. I've had piercings before. I took out my nose ring recently, and I also have my ears pierced. Like, I got some, like, new earrings recently. Probably would get more piercings at some point, but... Ugh. Yeah, I recognize people that are recurring characters in stream. Like Sodium Enjoyer or AR, for example. You guys have to hop in more than once for me to recognize you. The brand, I would not recommend buying the speaker whatsoever. I want to get rings, but I don't want to keep the upkeep of keeping the infecting. That only occurs if you, like, dude, all you gotta do is saline spray and then, like, use a blow dryer to, like, dry out your nose when you're out of the shower. I don't know, dude, like, I gave up on the dream. Honestly, personally, just don't think, like, nose rings are my thing. Like, I feel like I look better without them. Other people would, you know, some people would disagree, but I just don't really think it's a me thing. I tried it, I did it, and I'm over it, so. I've made garments before. Look, it's... How do you think I have all this knowledge? I went to school for fashion. Just for a moment, just for a little bit, and then I quit. I didn't do it anymore. I also had like prior knowledge from just my overexcitement of looking into things and being obsessed with things. But yeah, I've made pieces before. I've made like 4 things for a class, 'cause I was taking a pattern making class and a sewing class. I made a shirt, some shorts, I think a pair of pants, a blouse, and I forgot what the other thing was, but it was painful. I would never want to do it again. Ugh. Yeah, when you dye your hair, that's what you're breaking down your hair basically. It damages your hair, so it can damage the hair pattern. It can do a lot of different things, and that's why I probably would be against dyeing your hair. So, patient zero chastity cage. No, you leave your piercings in. Why would you take them out? So the piercings that I have, like, you can sleep with them. They're not like, and there's like certain hoops you can wear, but you never take out your piercings because you would risk the area closing up. Was my nose ring painful? Yeah, it kind of was. Kind of hurt. It was a weird feeling. Definitely would not want to do that. Why were my classes painful? Dude, sewing stuff takes hours of time. Like, it's like ridiculous. Like, so crushing. I had to go in for extra time to sew and like get my pieces done. I made a tote bag. I made a bag. I made like a stuffed animal too. Like, I made the stuffed animal on my own volition. Like, I just chose to do that, but made a sock. It's kind of funny. You found my Spotify, and I saw you like some underground bands that I'm a big fan of. Like, I Hate Myself and Sprain and some others. I thought that was cool though. How do you stumble across my Spotify? I have it linked in my link tree on my Instagram. I think so. Let me double check that. I think I do. If I don't, then I'm a liar, but I'm pretty sure I got it. Pretty sure I got it. Let me see. I do have my Spotify linked on my link tree. Yeah, it should be there. If you're ever pondering what I listen to, you know, you could just, you know, hop in, watch some of listen to some of my Spotify playlists that I've made. Play them in class, you know? I mean, play them on your date. That would be pretty cool. If you guys go on dates, I would hope so. I mean, you don't need to go on dates all the time, but if you ever go on a date, you take a date out, play one of my playlists, I guarantee, and then pretend like you know the artists. Unless you do already, but that's all you gotta do. Yeah, I was in class and I was searching up something with AJ and you came up. I'm only popular because I have an audience. That's probably the only reason I'm popular on Spotify. I make pretty good playlists, I would say. Um, I'm telling you, good enough to maybe win you another date. Maybe, just maybe. Thoughts on Supreme? Supreme Stone Islands is pretty goated. The streak started over. I was replying to an old part of the convo. I only listen to avant-garde music because I'm so stupid. Because I'm so too stupid to think. If you're dating, if you're going on a date with somebody, just act normal. I don't know. People like to talk about themselves a lot. Like, you could probably, like, have them talk the whole time and they'll probably be enthralled by you because you listen. I don't know. Dating's pretty balls. Let's get, like, stuck. There we go. No, that's, like, stuck on there, is it? Oh, it is. Oh, boy. Okay, now that's free. Cool. Does losing your hair balding mean you can't look cool good? Huh? I'm sorry, I do not understand that question. Have you ever studied unconventional countries, fashion, Brazil, South Africa? I mean, no, because I don't care. I only care about Western society. But I'm sure, again, like, fashion and everything's different in different countries and societies. Whatever. I mean, I can't really study unless I go there and, like, partake in the culture. I just know different areas are, they're less populated by people that have specific styles. Oh, Dean Blunt. I like Dean Blunt. He's a cool guy. I like his music. I've traveled to South America, Portland, where else have I been? I don't remember. I really don't remember. I haven't traveled too much to begin with. I was gonna go to Japan, but then that didn't end up happening, which was lame, but that happened. I just tell my date about how much I goon and the cool subreddits I'm in. Probably not a good idea, if I'm being honest. I should definitely go to Japan. Vlogs? I'll tell you this right now. Vlogs are annoying to film sometimes. And it can be annoying to do. I mean, everything about it is annoying, kind of. Any ideas where to store my hats? I have them all over my room. Under your bed. Am I from Guam? No. There is comments that are 4 months in the video. Is it bug? Is it a bug? What do you mean? I have a dog. Like, dude, like, whenever you're vlogging, especially in New York, like, everyone's always staring at you because they think, like, oh, he, like, must be another influencer, like, recording some stupid video, or, like, I don't know, it's just, like, I don't like that feeling. I don't like gathering too much attention from me recording stuff. I don't care if people are staring at what I'm wearing, I don't care. But when it comes to me recording my stuff, like myself or the area, I feel so cringe. There's days I don't feel cringe and I'm able to do it, but I don't want to feel fine recording in public because not everyone wants to be recorded, and I understand that. Would you look at that? Now I gotta leave. How long have I been streaming? 1 hour and 5 minutes. I thought I'd be streaming for longer. I hear you. I am. If you want to say hi before I get off. Welcome back. Is it cold out?
No, it's actually really nice. Bye-bye.
This is what you wore? Wait, what jacket is this?
This is Red Onion.
It's pretty cool, the
made in
pleats.
Vietnam, yeah.
Vietnam?
Vietnam. A brand specifically in Vietnam. Americana. Give George the loafers. Glad somebody remembered.
Nah.
Okay.
Someone said I fought with George heavy.
I fuck with
Oh, George's hat heavy.
Oh, fuck with my. This is also Red Onion.
Oh, what?
Let me take my headphones off. Yeah, so it's a bendable. It's modeled after 1940s mechanic's hat. Yeah.
He said, I bought it. Shoes. I bought your shoes, George.
They're too small. Oh.
How are they too small? What do you label them? What size?
9.
Aren't you a 9? Or like an 8.5?
No, yeah, they were too big for me. I felt like they were on the bigger size. Why are they too small? Is it the width or is it the length? Because for me, the width was too big.
Well, we'll see when they respond.
It's all good. They probably.
Are you gonna clean up? Cause you're all hot and sweaty.
I'm
sweaty from the run.
So it's like, it's not cold.
That's
it has
not.
like a slight breeze, but if you're sitting in the sun, it's warm.
So like shirt and jacket, get away with that? Fire. They said, nah, it's the length. I usually wear 9.5. Why would you wear it? Why would you buy that if there were 9s? I thought I could squeeze in. Pause. Foot binder maxing. Damn, that's sad.
I'm sorry.
Oh well. Alright, I'm gonna end stream then. Thanks for everyone joining. I will maybe see you tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. But I got to figure out I gotta figure out what I'm gonna be doing, like recording wise. Like, I have a few videos in mind that I want to record, but I just don't know yet. Thanks for everyone who joined and everyone who's new. I hope to see you in the next stream. I stream on Wednesdays and Thursdays usually, so maybe Tuesdays. It could be very random. You know, who knows? We'll see. But I hope everyone enjoyed the stream. This is typically what we do in stream. We'll just chat, or usually just chat. Sometimes we'll look at stuff on videos, but it really varies on the occasion unless I found something crazy to watch. But until next time, I'll see you guys on Thursday, probably. Maybe on Wednesday, who knows? 3 Eastern time. Tinder video coming next winter. No, I have the last video. So like the last portion of the video, I will talk about this before I leave, but the last portion of the video I already recorded. I took pictures for the last normie outfits, and like I'm getting the film developed of like the outfits that I have, and I'm waiting for it to be developed by either today or tomorrow, and then I can put out the next bit of it. So then from there I would be able to start, editing that video. So that's definitely coming out this month. I don't know when. Probably next week. I don't know. We'll see. But take care, guys. I will see you.